right, fire away. Nobody.
Brian, is Everett still going to be your starter, or is it just too early to make any kind of determination?
Yeah, I anticipated that being the question, and I really don't have an answer for you. We tried to get a spark offensively, and you know, I think Malik gave us that spark. You know, we had a couple of drops on one drive that he could have kept the drive alive, missed the field goal. I really don't think we punted when he was in the game. So we did some pretty good things. He missed some things in the red zone, which is to be anticipated with it really being his first significant time.
Did you talk to Everett, or how was the message passed on? That
I just told him we're mixing things up and going to give Malik a chance to get the offense moving.
How do you respond to that?
Like anybody else would when they're taken out of the game when they're the starter.
You played a team like Florida State down to the wire, and then you have a game like this. Has it been a real battling season for you?
No, I mean, we knew we were shorthanded. You know, we've lost a lot of players on defense over the last 5 weeks. It's been a very difficult run for us, you know, with key players on defense and having to play so many young freshmen on defense. We just haven't been able to stop, you know, anybody. And it's been a difficult run for us. So, no, we knew that it's going to be an uphill run when you lose as many key players and then having to play as many freshmen as we've had to play on the defensive side of the ball.
What about on offense?
So we played pretty good, you know, most of the year. Today we, you know, we thought we had some things early on that we didn't execute on. And that's why we made a change, quarterback position, but got down 21 and made for obviously an uphill run today.
Brian, what does it say to say that we'll use this preparation for a bowl game to kind of open up the competition for the quarterback?
Yeah, I really will need some time before I make any decisions on the court. Look, this is not just a quarterback situation. You know, we need. We can't remember to lose sight of today. We have to remember where we are after today's loss. I mean, you know, it's a red letter day for our football players, coaches alike. 2 years ago, we were playing for a national championship. Today, we got our butts beat, and it wasn't as close as the score. I thought Coach was very generous today running the football to keep the score where it was. But having said that, we got a lot of young players, and I'm very confident as to where they want to go, and they want to get better, and we expect to be back in the spot we were a couple years ago, but we're going through a tough spot right now.
Brian, is his shoulder fully healthy? I know he's cleared, but 2 weeks ago he's
yeah. There's no physical limitations there.
Any early word on 5 future defensive players?
Yeah, we got a broken rib with Redfield. We're getting an MRI to make sure that we don't have a laceration to the liver or spleen. We've got a high ankle sprain on Jay Hayes. We have a brachial plexus that never came back for strength purposes on Matuska. Yeah. Who else?
Martini.
Graham had a quad that just we couldn't shake that. Couldn't get him back in the game.
And Collinsworth reactivation.
Yeah, he separated it again.
Do you look at Kessler as one of the elite quarterbacks? He doesn't seem to get as much notoriety as some other quarterbacks.
You know, I think his efficiency is outstanding. You know, when he comes into this game throwing 30 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions, I think he's smart. I think he plays well within the offense that they run here. And today he threw 6 touchdown passes. So on merit, 36 and 4. I think those numbers stand up with all the quarterbacks in the country.
Brian, because you're so young, do you feel you have to be a little bit careful on how you deliver the message to your team, or do you not?
They got punched in the nose today, so you know, you want to see a response too, right? So they're young, but I want to see some bite too, right? I want to see some bite. So the bowl preparation, we're going to have to see a response, and all jobs are available, and we're going to have to see something from this group.
Did you see like that bite during the course of the game today? Or did you see guys sort of?
You know, they're playing as hard as they can. It's just there's a deficiency there personnel-wise, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We made too many mistakes on the offensive side of the ball. Drops, uncharacteristic. I was just praising our wide receiver group this week, and they come in and drop way too many balls. One that led into a key interception with Corey Robinson. Disappointed in their play today from an offensive standpoint. And we didn't get the kind of play out of the quarterback early on that we needed on the road against a team like USC.
Your secondary for how depleted is that as much as you can expect from that group today? Or?
Look, we loaded up against the run, and we were man coverage all day. We knew it was pick your poison today, and you know, we just don't have a lot of answers in that situation.
Picture, when do you start to make those kind of evaluations about where the program needs to go, what you need to change?
This is not a program, situation. This is a personnel, we're talking about personnel. We're talking about, young guys growing up and maturing and, starting to grow into their roles defensively in particular. And then, obviously, team's initial question, we got to figure out the quarterback situation too.
What do you see from Mike McGlinchey?
Other than the last play where we had a quarterback sack where the ball should have come out of his hand, our quarterback was clean when he was in there, and that's obviously the biggest thing. When you go to right tackle, you want your quarterback upright. So initial observation, and again, I didn't watch the film, so I can't give you specifics, but when you make a change at the tackle position, your first thought is, can you hold up on the edge? Especially when Leonard Williams is lining up over you. Seemed to do his job. I'll have to get a better feel when I watch the film. I don't know if it's a specific response. It just is, we got to evaluate where we are and kind of go from there. I have to, we got to sit down and really have a conversation as a staff and then figure out where we want to go.
Moving forward, Greg played today. You talked about wanting to get him some more touches in this game. Is this kind of, Greg Bryant?
Yes.
Is this kind of a step towards hopefully getting inventory and leaving both playing?
Yeah, it was nice to get him in and get him some more touches. That's what our intentions were. I thought he's, we got him in on kickoff as well, and I thought he ran hard on kickoff. I think just the more he's in the game, he's starting to feel more comfortable running the ball, and again, he's a nice addition to our offense with a backfield now where, obviously we feel like those kids are just getting better and better.
Back to the quarterback one more time. Whenever it's on the sideline, first time this season, you're obviously watching the game. What you see from him while the offense was out there? Was he involved? Was he kind of detached?
No, I thought he was helping Malik with protections and asking about play calls and paying attention to what was going on. And I don't know, you guys watch it. I'm watching the game, and I don't think he was on the bench with a towel over his head or doing any of that kind of shenanigans. So I think he was, being a good teammate.
Brian, what did you see afterwards in the locker room? Anger? What were they like in there?
Very disappointed. They know. Some of it is, it's all they got. You saw who the guys were out there. I mean, we're undermanned a little bit there, and Isla Hardy hadn't played all year, and we're asking Isla Hardy to make play 60 snaps. Really? I mean, it's tough. It's tough for him to be out there under those circumstances, trying to fit runs, and it's just too bad. And Nyles Morgan didn't play the first half, and then he's got to go in there cold. So kind of difficult circumstances for those kids. I feel a little bit for them, and then they got to toughen up too. Like I said earlier, we got to have some bite back from them as well.
Anything else? Thank you, guys.